So I've been listening to this next band for donkey's years. First heard them at a party in Bridport, Dorset. On Skype, I have numerous members of the band Treehouse Fire. Hello!
Hello!
Who have we got?
Right, I'm Sam. I sing and play guitar.
I'm Rosher. I play the bass.
I'm Jimmy. I play drums.
Nice one. For anyone that might not have heard about you, because Offbeat Reggae Radio boasts listeners from all around the globe, check me out. Is there anything that you believe people need to know? Tell us about your history, catch everybody up to today.
Right, so if you've never heard of Treehouse Fire before, we are a bunch of UK reggae punks having a basher, having some fun, really. We've been going for about 10 years, 4 records. They've all been weird and wonderful.
Tend to play a mix of sort of reggae, ska, dub, rock kind of stuff. Anything that's going to get people partying and moving, really.
Yeah, so it's all good. We've got another record coming out this year.
I remember the first album I got of yours was Rocket. Was that 2012?
It was indeed, yeah.
2012, yeah.
How have you found the fans have got on with you and your music as the years have gone by?
Yeah, it's been all right, isn't it? I think everyone still seems to come out to the shows, which is nice. The nicest thing now is turning up to gigs and seeing like old faces that have literally been there since the beginning, alongside like the new ones and all that jazz. And it's.
I think the first album, Rocket, it was mainly sort of me and Sam. So the first album's quite raw and it was kind of like piecing bits together from different members. And as we've progressed through the years, we've kind of brought in our different influences. And now we're at a stage where we're throwing in some new sort of electronical sort of stuff. Electronical, does that work?
No, it's electronic.
Can be now, it's fine.
I said electrical earlier, but I like it. The best thing about this band is it's always been really, really natural. I was starting at the very beginning, it was just kind of acoustic tracks. And I knew Jimmy from college, and I was just like, do you want to get involved, play some drums? He was like, yeah, cool. I knew the bass player. It wasn't Rosh at the time, but it was a lovely fella called Matt who sorted us out massively with some crazy bass lines and some great vibes, man. It was nice. I think, he was the bass player on Rocket. When we had the album tour, he realised that he didn't really have the time to do it. He's a high-grade electrician. He was busy. He was a busy chap.
So we found Rosh in the pub.
We found Rosh. We had a meeting with him. We didn't even see him play the bass. But he turned up and he had a bald head and a beard, and I was like, that's a strong look. Honestly, I said, I think he'll be good. And then he turned up. When it was just a 3-piece, a friend of ours from Cardiff, a guy called Sam Holland, ran a lovely venue in Cardiff. He doesn't run it anymore, does he?
No. The Moon.
The Moon, Full Moon. It was a great venue, that was. He set up a little label, which was Trenchfoot Records, with Broken Nose, an awesome scarcore band, Captain Accident, a lovely Welsh reggae band. I'm sure you know Captain Accident.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which was awesome. Back in the day when we first started going, couldn't even believe we'd managed to just wangle ourselves alongside these awesome acts, which was lovely. Went and recorded in Wales with Di and Dasher, who were also part of Broken Nose, that great scarcore band. Basically, as the recording progressed, we realised it was quite sublime as we were going, but Di and Dasher was just we could play some sax and some keys on top of this if you like. For your producer and your engineer to offer, you're never ever going to say no to that. That kind of stuff makes the record. If it wasn't their influence on that, then that record is a completely different record already. Even up until I think 2-3 weeks before we were going into pressing the sleeves and stuff like that, it was just a 3-piece. And then we found out as the record was coming out, Di and Dash's band were just about splitting up. So it's just no way. It's just hey guys, you want to go on tour? And they were like, yeah, we'll go on tour. I was like, do you want to be in the band? And they're like, yeah, we'll be in the band. So
did you say it like that? Oh, that's a little bit pervy.
It was amazing. Honestly, I was proper vulture as soon as I saw the Broken Nose bass split up. Everything was just really fluid. So we managed to acquire 2 extra members, which in truth bring a whole lot of musical quality to the band. If these guys weren't there, then it's just a whole different prospect. Managed to do an album and then write a second album, which was sweet, and then do a couple of EPs, and everything just feels nice. Managed to go some nice places, see some amazing people.
That's about that.
Right, let's get one of your tunes on then. Which one do you reckon we should do first?
Right.
We should listen to He Who Shouts Loudest.
Great shout, Rosh.
He Who Shouts Loudest on Offbeat Reggae Radio. Got Treehouse Fire on Skype. I believe you've got something to say about that tune.
Yeah, that's off our second album, Actions and Reactions. Yes. Always goes down a storm at live shows, and it's a fan favourite, we believe.
Nowadays, as all days, it makes a lot of sense, I think.
I'm always interested to find out about the music that shaped bands. We all listened to something as we grew up, didn't we? I mean, I'm a secret Huey Lewis fan, which I don't share very often. Immediately lost any reggae kudos I had, but hey. So can you tell me what made Treehouse Fire sound the way that they do when we look back to bands or artists?
The thing is, we've all got different influences. We've all got different styles that influence us. Rosh is in a metal band. I play in a fast punk band as well. Sam has always loved reggae. Yeah. Shaggy. He's a massive fan of Shaggy.
First little mini records and stuff like that, yeah. One of the first tapes I ever got was Shaggy Pure Pleasure. Absolute banger.
Yeah, and Diane Dash are into their punk music as well, and reggae and dub and stuff. So I think it's the combination of like all of our backgrounds growing up has just sort of brought us to sort of make stuff that makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's ever rolling. I think that we always like to push ourselves within like a genre. It's always nice, especially with reggae. It's really, really cool because you've got so many different spectrums of it, so you can really play around, just kind of see where things settle. Like at the moment, our stuff, the newest CD we got coming up is, I call it CD, it's a record, isn't it? It's going to be an album.
It's an album.
A newest
collection of tracks.
It's really nice, man. The way that we write, the way that we kind of get involved and make Treehouse Fire has always kind of kept it interesting. Nothing's the same.
So when I start these interviews, I tend to ask people of 3 tracks that majorly influenced them. Yours were, well, from across the ages almost. We had one pretty old one from, what was it, 90s, 2000s, and then one that's almost bang up to date. Tell us more about it.
All right, so Gentleman's Dub Club. Yeah, we're massive fans of Gentleman's Dub Club. Been listening to them for a number of years now. Everyone knows High Grade, obviously. But after that same EP, was a track called Tough at the Top. And it's just an all-out party banger, really, isn't it?
It really, really is.
It's dynamically, it's amazing the way the song builds. It's got so much energy, as those guys do.
Catching them, seeing them like Boomtown and things like that is absolutely amazing. The energy they bring in as a band, they're just constantly pushing themselves.
It's inspirational seeing a group of guys, especially 10 of them on stage, jumping around, dancing about like that, and
just killing it, man. Yeah. Sonically, like visually awesome, man. What a great band! Like playing like little shows, massive shows. Doesn't matter where you catch them, they are top. And it's tough. They're tough.
Yes,
that's a good link, surely.
That was an amazing link. I liked it a lot. Cool. So the next one then, Sublime.
Yes, absolutely love a bit of Sublime. For me, when I was little, they are combining all of the awesomeness of like that, the whole ska punk scene, just everything about it, the attitude, the passion, the vibe, the bassline. They just kill it. And now they are, for me, they're a band alongside Nirvana that it doesn't matter how long it passes. Obviously both singers, tragic like circumstances, and they just continually resonate with whoever it is that grows up within that music scene. Doesn't matter who you are, if you're into ska punk or you're into ska or reggae or stuff like that, you will hear of Sublime and you'll vibe with Sublime. They're a fantastic band. Like just such an amazing vibe. It's incredible.
The next song is actually one that we're going to shove on, isn't it? So tell us more about that.
Rosh, over to you.
Ken Booth, isn't it?
That's not Rosh, that's Jimmy.
What do you think about that song, Rosh?
Yeah, it's good. It's nice.
Rosh's one is
cool reggae jam.
It's an amazing one. It really, really is.
Yeah.
We play it in our set. Me and Rosh do a cover. This is in our repertoire. Ken Booth, Everything I Own, pure love banger. It's actually going to be the first dance for me and my fiance at our wedding.
Yeah, it's just got so much feeling, isn't it?
It has, man. All up in the fields. That's everything you want from a song. Brilliant vocals, brilliant musicianship.
Well done, Ken.
Nice one. Let's get it on then.
Cool.
Ken Booth, Everything I Own, right in the feels, as your man says. You're going to get that playing with your fiance, is that right?
It is indeed. I'm looking forward to the moment. Got the save the dates on the table next to me.
It was lovely actually that you mentioned that Ken Booth did that for you, because when I was courting my young lady, we actually played one of your tunes, being K&B.
Hey, love this. Absolutely wonderful. Well, thanks for making us part of your life.
I take it she liked it though.
Yeah. She did. As you said, it got her right in the feels too.
Hey. Happy to affect the feels.
I understand it's not overly popular with your own partners at the Mo.
Well, mine in particular, as you can imagine, if it's written about an ex, it's always going to be a funny one. It's not, to be honest, my lovely partner's like decent with it. She makes a joke of it, which is funny, but I was thinking of it in the other sense. I'd be well gutted to be reminded of one of her old fellas every time we went out on a night out for a dance. It is what it is, and she still dances to it, to be fair, so I can't whinge at her.
There we go. She's a keeper.
Yes, indeed. If you like it, then you gotta put a ring on it. That's what I say. I don't say that. I didn't create that.
Did you do that when you proposed?
But I didn't actually do that. Should have done it. I was a bit too scared.
Right, getting this back on track, I'm interested to find out what's coming up. Any upcoming news, releases, gigs? Tell us about 2020.
Yeah, we're looking at releasing some new tracks this year, potentially a new album. It's exclusive news there.
Yeah, and there's no potentially about it. We're gonna.
No, we definitely are. Yeah, we've been working hard for probably the last year or so, and we're going to be releasing a new album in 2020.
That's it. We've got singles coming up. We're aiming to release one every couple of months, starting, I think.
This is potentially.
This is potentially like a.
Might be an exclusive to the band members as well.
Yeah, as well. I think hopefully one next month. So so there's going to be a new single, new video. It's going to be a track that you're going to be listening to in a little while. So we're looking forward to that. We've been recording as we've gone along, which is nice. So we've ended up with a lot of songs ready or near enough ready for a record. So we're excited with what we've done. Again, it's like kind of an ever-evolving thing. Like you are, if you've been a fan for a while with the band, we've sort of like rolled through a fair selection.
Progression.
Which is super nice, and I feel like this album is like a really good.
It's an end product of like a number of years of working together, and
it's nice. It's got like elements of all of it.
Yeah. We've got some gigs coming up 14th of March. We're playing in Staines at London Stone, Carl Phillips and the Rejects, and that's going to be a banger. Keep in touch with the Facebook page, and we'll be sharing everything that we're going to be doing throughout the year on there.
Along with the album coming out, have you got gigs happening in festivals over the summer to promote it?
Yeah, we're playing like a couple of festivals. Obviously, we'll be kind of announcing more as and when they come through and bits and pieces like that, so you'll be able to catch us about this summer. Mainly, it's all going to be about getting new music out there for us. Like we say, it's just all about recording and getting the final bits finished for this new record. So hopefully you'll catch us out and about when you see us.
Yeah, most definitely. I also understand that you don't want to announce it before the festival does. So for anybody that is interested in finding out where Treehouse Fire might be, just keep an eye on their social media. The next song then that we're going to get on is one that I believe nobody will have heard.
Never ever, unless you're in the band. So yeah, this is a nice one for us. We've been kind of, like we say, because we're going to be aiming to drop a few singles and a few videos before any record comes out. There's a few of them that are ready to go, and it's been a strange one for us trying to work out which one's the best one to leave with. But this one here is a track called Break the Block. It's like a really good infusion of pretty much all the parts of Treehouse Fire and everything we've done. There's things that in my mind can fit on Rocket. There's bits that are completely like electronic and sound mad if you're listening to that first record and imagining where the band's going to be now. But for me, and I think for all of us, it makes a massive amount of sense, and it's a bit of a banger. Hopefully you think it's a banger. I think it's a banger. Listen to it lots. It's all right.
Yeah.
Let's do it then. Break the Block from Treehouse Fire plays now. Diddy Rhythm version 4.5, or what's the name of the song when I pressured you into making one?
It was called Break the Block. It's a good thing you mentioned that there as well, because that's pretty much how we name our tracks at the minute. The last couple that came out of the Fool's Gold record were named by David Rodigan, because we played a festival with him and gave him a CD with a whole load of unnamed tracks on it. And he was a legend enough to play a couple of them and gave us a couple of names. So it was
he named them for us.
Yeah, he named them for us. Absolute legend. So yeah, that latest track was called Break the Block. Thank you very much, Andy, for making us name it on the spot. Love it.
You're very welcome. Love that. You can definitely spot the electro vibes there. But as you said, while the song was playing, it actually follows on from your previous release anyway.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It's a nice thing. From Fool's Gold, it's that was obviously a step more towards like an electronic influence towards our sound. But the nicest thing is trying to embrace that when we're playing our records live. And it's been something that we've really, really got involved with. And anybody that has seen us kind of over the last year or so, hopefully will appreciate that. It's a nice way to kind of push ourselves musically, and it's also a nice way to make it sonically as appeasing for everybody. So when you hear something on a record and you go and see it live, it's as close to it as possible. And I think for us, that helps create a nicer show and just give a nicer vibe. I enjoy that.
So we've played a couple of your tunes, we've heard an influence. For anybody that's mega interested in the band, where would you suggest of your releases that they start in order to become a fan?
Wherever they want.
Yeah, however you want. Just remember to take it all as the same band. But I suppose if you're
go on a journey.
Go on a journey, man. Yeah, start at the start. Always, I suppose, yeah, that's the thing. If you're going to be pragmatic about it, start at the start and end at the end, and just see where you end up. If you're going to try and be weird about it, just pick a song. If you go on iTunes or Spotify or wherever it is, you've got our top tracks on there, see what other people like. Check out the bands that we like. There's some cool bands around. Obviously, you guys all know, like Skids, Caps and Accident. There's some amazing stuff going on in the UK punk scene with like Carl Phillips and Millie Manders.
Revolution Summer.
There's literally so much good stuff going on. But yeah, just, I don't know, get involved with us, start listening.
Nice one, lads. We're done. Thank you very much for talking to me.
No worries.
Thanks for having us.
Sorry for the swear words. Thanks for having us.
Don't worry, the swear words will have been removed.
Cheers, Andy.
Catch you later, man. Legend.